All right. You know, this is another quick reality. It's not reality check. It's a video that I'm gonna post on YouTube. I just saw some the next door 11. I'm not gonna say the apartment number, but you see these losers, and this trash, this childlike individual who is just a trash that the government uses, right? I know that these people are filled with pedophiles, and their job is to do this pedophile type of torture. They try to even get you to subscribe to the things that they manipulate. As I was making space on my phone, right? I've been making a lot of videos, and my phone storage is my video storage is filled up. But I'm scared to look at pictures where there's children because they're gonna do the stimulation, right? So I'm carefully like going to the next one. I'm scared. And this perp next door wanting me to feel guilty for me being scared of looking at kids because they're gonna do this nasty manipulation, opens the door and try to make the noise campaign. This is the kind of people they hire. They want you so bad to accept this manipulation, which is what they do, right? I know that. She knows I know that. She knows that I see her for what she is. She knows that. And she tried to make me scared into accepting this. And on top of that, she talks about how I'm going to be castrated. I was like, I'd rather get castrated than work for pedophiles. I know you work for pedophiles. I know. I know you do the pedophile type of torture. I want to get castrated. And I pray that I never get to the point where I do something. But I see her so much for what she's part of. So much so. I wish I could take a picture of her actually and show what trash is. True trash. Pure trash. And when I look at her, I don't see look at her as, oh, you're gonna have a great life. You're a weak trash. So I try to cool down because I will feel so bad if I ever stoop to the level of this slow life. I will stoop. I don't want to stoop to that level of low lifeness. This is pure trash, and I'm here to show her what trash is, which is her. But she's one of many, and if I ever show a picture of them, you know that this is the bottom feeders. And she wants so bad for me to accept these manipulations as if it's me. But no, I'm sorry, my friend. You work for pedophiles. You do the pedophile type of torture, just like you've done it to others. You use this noise campaign. You have these people around here try to make you accept these things, but they know I'm all subscribed. When I do this, watch how quiet things are going to be. Watch how quiet things are going to be. Immediately, they will start going away. Why? Because I've been validated in so many ways. Right after I saw this child being suffocated, I also experienced what is referred to as malodorance. This is the alteration of the smell sensation, so that I am often made to smell various things, including smoke, burning, dirty diaper, or baby powder, which they sometimes combine with the pedophilia type of torture, including the threat of planted dreams. So when I have this somebody who's literally said they do the pedophilia type of torture, when she smells the baby powder, you hear how quiet things are in our windows? You see how people just disappear. Obviously, they know they do these things because the validation is beyond it. And you hear this trash saying castrated to try to create this theater. I know you do this pedophile type of torture. And when they try to talk about what I did as a child, when I know what they do to children, and the only thing they can respond to is, "Oh, you're nothing." And bodies of anyone around me, anywhere in the world, which I have repeatedly witnessed. For example, they make people around me burp, hiccup, and sneeze repeatedly, especially the sneezing, because the V2K says it's like an orgasm. So they make people around me sneeze excessively to threaten more sexual assaults. I am currently a speech language pathologist working in private practice with young children. I had a 7-year-old client who has autism. 7-year-old autistic kid. Significantly affected of all of my clients. This trash. Who's talk about castrate. Tell this client to go to work for this clinic. Program. And they used her do to these things. The most torture in me, as well as their most extreme forms of torture. For several months, she would cry and scream horribly during our therapy sessions, despite having a great day at school. 7-year-old autistic kids. This is the program they're part of. For her, as she usually behaved very well during her therapy sessions, and they do this. Been making incredible progress on all of her therapy goals.
This was used to threaten extreme torture on me, making me scream and cry, etc. They would make the kids act out the kinds of torture that would
They're
later
trying
be
to
done
block out
on me.
this. They're trying to distance them from this,
For
acting
example,
like
they
they're
would
not part
also
of the same
sometimes make
program.
her bite her hand, threatening to make me bite my
Who should be
nails, which they
castrated?
often do.
Now, I'd rather get
One
castrated
day
and
she
work in the
had a
program doing
large,
this.
severe bite mark on her arm.
So that's
She
why when
once
I
also
see them,
grabbed her crotch, saying, "Ow," and this was used to threaten me
sexual
with
torture
severe
on a
sexual
7-year-old
torture.
autistic kid.
One day I was observed. One day I also
That's what they
observed
don't.
her gasping
That's what
for
they
air
leave.
a few times in the same way that I do when I am being more severely suffocated. The suffocation had been in a mild.
I'm hearing this trash outside saying that's abuse. As I'm listening about how they torture these kids sexually and other ways, gasping, suffocating a kid that's 7 years old with autism and try to distance themselves and pretend that they're different. We're different. We deserve money. So they try to talk about me as a kid doing the stupid thing I did to myself as a child, while they are in a program that is suffocating and torturing children. And so that's abuse. What is this then? That's fun? They're delusional. They sold the soul to pedophiles that torture children, and they want me to look at them as what? And talk about castrate. What are you? How would they get castrated and do what you do? And try to distance themselves. That's abuse. What are you doing to kids with this technology? And then they walk around me trying to cash, look at trash like you nasty low life, who not only work for pedophiles, try to force people to think in these disgusting ways. They made this trash and feel empowered. They have no self-respect. I'm telling you, this is why I want to take picture of them. You see, look at them. They look like they have chip on the shoulder, thinking that this, is the time to feel special. They are trash. It's not about poverty. It's not about wealth or anything. It's about self-respect. And they deluded themselves that there's something else. I'm not gonna let them live the fantasy. I'm here for a purpose, I guess. They wanted to escape into a reality that I'm not gonna let them do. I wanted to make a video. Let me finish this part, by the way.
State for a while.
This is what they try to distance.
Many
from.
of their torture methods are cyclical in severity. Right after I saw this child being suffocated,
who's 7 years old and autistic,
then I began to experience very extreme suffocation all day,
which
every
they're part
day,
of.
for about 2 months straight, and that's also when they made it worse when I eat.
And yes, as they say, you know what they said to try to distance? We did it. Yes, we do it. We torture children. Yes, you who's doing this to me, you with this technology that can suffocate me. Yes, you didn't do the technology, right? You didn't create that technology, right? You didn't spend your money, right? But you're in the same program that does that. Yes, I see you as somebody involved in these things. And I'm sure that if not you, some of your colleagues have been doing this thing to kids and women. And they use people special like you who have no shame to be retarded. Sorry for my language. That can try to be like, oh, I did it. You guys do this. And this empowerment that you feel so special about, that you call yourself gods, is the same gods that do these things to children, which you're part of those gods.
Then I also work with a 4-year-old little girl with Down syndrome, as well as her 5-year-old sister, who also has Down syndrome.
You know what they respond? I'm gonna be blessed. And they say that because they say I'm gonna get raped. I'd rather get raped. I'd rather get blessed than be the type of blessing you're having. I'd rather get raped every day of my life than be in a program that do these things to kids as young as 7 years old with autism.
Syndrome. I observed both of these girls suddenly grabbing their genitals in pain and
a 4-year-old and a 5-year-old sexually tortured. And you know what they respond? Oh, they rape you. You understand? They know things is coming back to them. I guess I'm okay with dealing with all the torture that I'm gonna have to deal with. But I'm here to make sure that you see yourself for what you guys are. They were trying to make themselves be like these protectors of children when they do this peripheral type of torture. They were trying to I know who put me in this program. When I pray, I ask justice to be done for the people who put me in this program. They're not the ones. These people are the one that implements the torture, but they're the one choosing me. Who didn't? They're not the one who put me in this program. My employer put me in this program. That's why they can't say the name of this pedophile. I keep saying. They're the trash that do these things to women and children and leave this fantasy they've created to try to cope with what they're part of. I'm not here for that. I'm here to help them figure out what they're part of. That's why they run away as soon as I put these testimonies out and they start yelling behind the doors. Try to make me, so reality is going to come to them. They know I'm going to be blessed. They don't know what's going to happen to them. Are they going to be blessed? No, something else is going to happen to them, and they know that. But they're not special. That's why I want to take picture of them because you see, and you're like, oh wow, you look like that, and oh my gosh, it's almost embarrassing. Like, oh my gosh, of course, it's like get away, dude, go start doing something else because I'm going to continuously bring that back to reality. By the time I'm done, right, all the bad thing happens to me, I'm dead. These people will be preparing for what comes to them. They use these childlike people for a reason. They were trying to make me imagine this. They create these stories in the different version. They because they want me to accept this pedophilia type of torture. They have created new versions of my memories. I remember when I was a kid, I was playing with the kids of my host family, and there's two boys there, and those moments were the most, like, I'm proud of those moments. It showed how sweet and innocent I was. It showed how, like, a big brother could have been, right? um they're trying to make this turn into something pedophilia centric or sexual because I was a kid myself. I was, what, maybe 13 or something like that, and they try to turn that into some pedophilia things, making me imagine some disturbing versions of it. So they, when they do these pedophilia things today, they be, oh, we match it to you there, but this is what you just created. It's nonsensical stuff that you created. They have created this storyline and invention, and that's why I'm like, for sure, for people who live in this delusional world where things are created, quote unquote, proved it, when it's them manipulating, you understand that reality is going to come back to them. You cannot be so out of touch with reality and not expect reality to come. Sometimes I purposely say things to hear. They delude themselves so much that they forget that reality is actually real. That there's actually a real world here, not a manufactured world that they're in, where they create people's thoughts, where they create people's memories, falsify them, and then try to live their fantasy as if I'm going to let them live their fantasy. I don't even get frustrated. It's just I see them for delusional trash who have manipulated so much from the memories to current states to all kind of things in order to live in their fantasy. No, your job is to make me accept these pedophilia things, and you manipulate whatever you can to make me accept these things when I know that you guys are the pedophiles. I'm gonna be careful because I know if there's children, they're gonna do their nastiness, but it's what they do. I'm closing my eyes. I'm being careful because and they stimulated in the first place. So, okay.
Thoughts and images are able to impose any information on the brain of a person, presumably by some kind of waves, which in the mind take the form of voices, thoughts and images and imagination. In addition to this kind of implanting information that they need, they manipulate the psyche so that the information is written into your memory. Then by stimulating the certain regions in the brain they can retrieve this information and present it as your own memory. This is the conclusion that can be made judging by the influence they have.
This man says how they impose information in people's memory and retrieve it as if it's your memory. You understand? Everything. It's like I've been validated in on the a level that is unbelievable. I've never been so validated in my life. It's just insane because they're so systematic. They do things in such a systematic way that you're gonna hear that happen to others, and that's why I continuously do this. Because as target individual, you want to see, you want to know if this is only happening to you. But then you find out all the validations that shows that they do these tactics where they manipulate your memories to include whatever information they want you to have. And then they do this noise campaign and gaslight you, try to disorient you into accepting these things. And then they wonder why is he not subscribing to this. It's because he knows that you guys do these things. You create this false narration of memories. You add your information, you add your nasty input in these memories to change your memories. And you're supposed to be making this person accept these things. Because what they're doing this for is because currently what's happening, they're forcing you to get this disturbing stimulation toward children. I want you to be like it's you. As I'm saying that, as you can see, I'm salivating because of what they're doing to me. And so as I speak, I have to like try to take the saliva out of my lips because I'm speaking. And so even that, like you see, that's proof. You see that, you see what's happening. They're disgusting people, trash. And to all my target individuals, I'm here to help you understand and validate yourself that these things they do to you is not unique to you. And they use the most unimpressive human being that is gonna feel special. You know, what they're saying is gonna be our cell. We're gonna frame you. You're gonna go into a cell which we prepare for you, which is the government. I know these bottom feeders work for the government, and they're gonna do some more torture. So that's why I'm like, okay, well, let me make my videos while I can. Then when I die, when I'm dead, I'm no longer here. These people understand. When it comes back, you an oppressive nothingness added some more in oppressiveness, and you're gonna be reimbursed properly. But you're just trash. And don't worry, these bottom feeders, these pedophiles, are what they are. They wanted to feel special. They're gonna feel special. But in the meantime, I'm just I want to continue to make these videos, and I'm gonna continue to make sure that they understand what they are. Pure losers that work for pedophiles that feel special because they can impose all these things to me via this technology. That is DARPA really. FYI, they found some program manager at DARPA with child porn on his computer. Of course, that's how special they are. So reality will always come back for them, as much as they try to escape from it.